Right, hello gamers. Late night trip for me to Walmart. As you can see, some wonderful weather. Doing some Amiibo hunting. Amiibos just came out today, wave 4. And at Walmart here, there was me and a couple other people. They only had 2 in stock. I got both of them. Charizard and Pac-Man. So I can cross those off the list. Now I'm going to hit the other 2 Walmarts and try and find some more. Walmart. Stop number 2. This one said they didn't get any Amiibos in. They were hoping they'd have some in by morning. So I got one more stop to make here. It's getting closer to 1 o'clock, so if they do have anything, odds are it's going to be gone, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, so just got done hitting up Walmart number 3, and this one, again, didn't have any Amiibo in stock tonight. It's about 1 a.m. right now, and the weather is even worse. It's absolutely pouring right now. So I'm going to get up in the morning and try and hit up Target right away and see what happens from there. So hopefully we find a few more of Wave 4 of Amiibos. Alright everybody, it's about 8 o'clock. I'm at Target. My wife was nice enough to help me out and hit the other Target in town. Just got a call from her that there's about 20 or so people in line. So that's probably not going to work out real good. As you can see, I've got a small line here, about like the last time for the last wave at this Target. They don't have a lot in stock at this one from what I remember. So the odds of me getting anything are probably not that great, but I got a couple last night anyway. Maybe I'll pick up another one here. And then there's always Toys R Us, which is at 10, I believe. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so Target was actually really lame. Anytime I've ever gone out for Amiibo, everybody limits it. You can get 1 per character. I mean, that's kind of the norm. But they limited it to 1 Amiibo, period. Even though they had a pile of them. So you couldn't even get 1 of every new Amiibo. So, of course, Lucina went right away. They had 4 of those. I got a Jigglypuff. Not that I really wanted one. I don't care about Pokemon at all. But it is a Target exclusive, so I'm sure it'll be harder to find. But, yeah, just a terrible way to do that. There was only maybe, I would say, 20 people in line, so everybody was going to get 1, and they were going to have probably a few dozen extra. So it's kind of ridiculous. I'm annoyed with that, but at least I got something. We'll see if my wife was lucky enough to grab anything. I haven't heard from her yet. Alright everybody, I'm at the other Target here. I did get a call from my wife. She did manage to snag a couple Amiibos for me. She said there's still more here, and the line is pretty much gone. So I'm going to go in and see if I can get some more too, and we'll see what we come out with. Alright everybody, just leaving Toys R Us. Got a few more Amiibo. I will be wrapping up my Amiibo hunting today, and I'll do a quick section at the end of this to show you everything I picked up. Okay, Wave 4 Amiibo. You guys are all probably wondering, after hearing me complain about Amiibo multiple times at this point, why I even bothered. But the truth is, I'm kind of addicted to these things at this point. As much as I hate the frustration that comes along with getting the ones you want, you know, the limited supply and all that, and the reselling, I'm strangely addicted to them at this point.
It's like I have a shotgun in my mouth, and I've got my finger on the trigger, and I like the taste of the gunmetal.
So, it just happened to work out that I was using a vacation day on the day that Wave 4 came out. So I figured it would probably be worth my time to try and get as many of these as I could. I think if that hadn't been the case, I wouldn't have had any luck really getting any of these. But as you saw, I started out at Walmart, you know, midnight of launch, and I managed to get Charizard. Again, I'm not a real big Pokemon guy, but this is a really cool looking Amiibo. And then I got Pac-Man, which is probably one of my favorite Amiibo all around. I mean, just a classic iconic character, and they did a really good job with him. Probably my favorite from this wave, I think, that I picked up. And then from there, we had the frustration at Target with that store limiting it to 1 per person. It kind of pissed me off just because their national ad clearly stated that it was limit 2 per person. And the other store in town that my wife was at did do 2 per person. And had I known that was going to be the case, I'd have gladly just gone over there to that store with her, and I ended up with 4 Amiibo in one stop instead of just this 1. Because I did get the store exclusive. I shouldn't be upset about that. It is Jigglypuff. It's a Target exclusive. But it's kind of a crappy Amiibo. Jigglypuff is not a character that I would otherwise buy had it not been a store exclusive. I don't like it at all, really. So, yeah, Jigglypuff. But on the plus side, my wife did manage to pick up a couple of Amiibos that I did want from Target at her store. So she was able to get Wario. Wario, I think, is going to be a fairly common one. Cool figure, though. Not my favorite Nintendo character, but they did a good job with him. Looks cool. And then the Silver Mario. Now, this one isn't going to be exclusive to a store like the gold one was. The gold one was Walmart only. Became incredibly rare. This one I saw at a lot of places in good quantities, so I don't think it's going to be that uncommon. But it's still a really cool looking Amiibo. And then from there, after we got through the Targets, I went over to meet my wife at that other Target, but by that point, when I got there, the Amiibos they did have left were ones I already picked up. So there's no point in me grabbing any more at that point. And then there's a little bit of a lull because Target's opened at 8, Toys R Us was at 10. Toys R Us, of course, had an exclusive there, and the line at Toys R Us was massive. I mean, there were probably about, well, massive isn't probably the right term, but it was big. There was about 30 people, I'm guessing, before I even got there. So I didn't bother. I waited until they were open, walked in maybe like 10:15, and to my surprise, they still had plenty of Amiibo left. So I picked up one pack that I was really looking forward to. This is the Splatoon 3-pack. So you get the Inkling Girl, Boy, and the Squid. And I just thought it was really neat that they were doing a triple pack of Amiibo. This is the first time they've done that. So I had to pick that up. I have not played the game yet, haven't bought it. I will at some point. I just don't have time to pick up another new game at this point. And then to my surprise, they still had Greninja, which is the Toys R Us exclusive. The exclusives actually seemed really to be a lot easier to get this time. Target and Toys R Us. I mean, I got both of the exclusives without issue. So that's always nice. And I'm, again, not a huge Pokemon fan, but it's cool to get the exclusives and add them into my collection. Now, I would have loved to get Ness. Ness was the one that I really wanted out of this wave, but of course he's a GameStop exclusive. And I heard the initial print of Ness figures is really, really low. So I'm guessing I'm probably not going to be able to track one down. And then I didn't get the 2 Fire Emblem characters either. But not a big deal. I'm not out to get every single Amiibo. I'm just out to get the ones that I can get my hands on, and the ones that I think are cool. So I was pretty happy with that haul. But yeah, that's all for this time, guys. Thanks for suffering through another Amiibo video with me. If you're still watching, I just noticed, everybody, that we are close to 100 subscribers, which I really appreciate. It's nice to see the channel growing. So what I'm going to do once we hit 100, just like I did with the 50, is we'll do a subscriber giveaway contest. Hopefully I can make it a little bit better than the last one. And yeah, we'll just see what happens when we get there. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time.